Hello, we're back. Hopefully, I think. Can you hear me? I'm like, I'm afraid of all the technical difficulties we've been having lately. And you know what? I almost forgot to start my timer because yesterday, both my sister and I ran out of time. So we're trying to be a little bit more on it today. But hi, everyone. Welcome back to, is it day two? Yeah, it's day two of the Adobe Live Creative Challenge. This time around, I'm going to be taking you guys through. Our sound. Oh no, was that too loud? Sorry, Barbara. I think I'm deafening people. We're going to be making an isometric illustration this time around with a little bit of a twist because if you've ever been in any of my streams before, they always somehow circle back around to food. And since it's the season of love, best way to someone's heart is through their stomach. So let me take you through the plan today. Yes, we hear. Oh, good. So the plan today is we are going to be going through the basics of isometric grid styling. I'm going to show you how to build an isometric grid because you can eyeball it, but there's an easier way, and I'm going to show you how. And then we're going to build some sushi because that is definitely one of my favorite foods. I hope you guys like sushi. If not, too bad. I'm sure it can be applied to other foods as well, but let's pretend we all like sushi. We're going to go through changing some of the colors for the different types of sushi, and then we're going to build the scene in 23 minutes. Shall we try? Who've we got here? Hi, Carol. Hi, Penny. Hi, Steve. Hi, Uma. Hi, Robert. Hi, Anna. Hi, Arby. Oh, another struggle time. Arby. Oh, ye of little faith. Come on. Have some faith in me. I can do the thing. I can do the thing. Right. Well, let's get started in the scene then, shall we? If you guys can see it. Oh, you can. Wonderful. You love sushi? Oh, we're off to a good start then. Feel free to substitute chocolate for sushi. I thought you said chocolate sushi for a minute and my brain just... it struggled. It struggled real hard. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is build the isometric grid. I do actually have, I actually have something, an actual definition of an isometric grid for you guys because I'm all professional like that. Isometric art is the way in which artists render a three-dimensional object on a two-dimensional plane. And now we're going to do something more fun with it. See, I even went and found the definition for you guys. You're welcome. Oh, Uma calls her isometric drawing a struggle. Oh, I'm a light eater. When it gets light out, I start eating. We've started with the dad jokes already. Right. I'm running out of time, guys. What are you doing to me? All right, so let's go first over to the line segment tool. If you hold it down, you see the rectangular grid tool. This is going to be the one that we're working with. If you click into the center of your artboard, it gives you the option to type in exactly what excuse me, pixel width and everything you want. Let's just say for this example, we're going to go 1000 by 1000 and 100 by 100. You can choose whichever ones you like, but this is the one I'm going to go with for today. And this is our lovely grid. And because it's a shape, we can add a stroke color in here. So I'm gonna use this dark color right here. By the way, I'll show you later, but I have already kind of made a bento box for you guys to fill in with things. Fill it with tasty food and show me later, okay? So we're going to resize this. I'm holding down the shift key. Make it a bit bigger. A bit bigger. Yeah, that'll do. Now, next step is actually, let me make it a bit smaller because I can't get to the edges now. So we're going to rotate it by 45 degrees. That's hovering over this corner here and holding down the shift key. You see a little 45 comes up. It's starting to take shape, but we're not done yet. Not done yet. Gonna resize this. Sushi day. Hey, Adeniyi, how are you? You love isometrics? Oh, the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure now. And then from there we go to object, transform, and transform each. Now what you're gonna do I don't know why. This is just the way it is. Don't ask me. I'll find out for you guys later. But for the scale, we're going to change that to 57.74%. Oh, I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way. Hold on. Transform. Oh, it's because I was supposed to change the vertical. That's why. Do as I say, not as I do. There we go. And now we are the right way. Kind of looks like a grid, right, when you zoom in? And if you guys remember the last time we talked about smart guides, if you have the smart guides on, this is going to make your life so much easier. So here, already, you've got your isometric grid. And with your smart grids turned on, that's your base. Okay, so from here, this is what you're going to have in your file, which... Has anyone dropped the link to the file yet? Oh, Barbara prefers chocolate over sushi. Me too. What's your favorite? By the way, there's another easy way to create an isometric grid. Create a hexagon of... Okay, you guys are going to just take notes of that, I assume. Okay? Hi, Anatol. You know, I have contact lenses on, but my eyes still don't work. Hi. So this is your bento box. Your task is to fill this with tasty food. For me, ideally. But let's build some sushi to go in it. Here's one of the examples I've made earlier, because this is my absolute favorite. It's, what's it called? A salmon nigiri. I'm going to show you how to build one of these. Using the grid, we can pretty much just use the pen tool now. And with a fill color selected, let me get rid of this. And on a new layer, I can hover over these points that we built on our grid. And see, it's going to give me a warning when things are intersecting and when they're lining up. And make the parts of my isometric grid. Simple as that, right? Not bad. I need to make my own kind of sushi. What type of sushi though? This is a very important question. You know, when I first started looking at isometric art, I thought it was going to be a lot more complicated than it was. But once you've got the grid down, the rest of it's pretty simple. So you can quite easily just go around with your pen tool and then just fill in the gaps. And obviously, this isn't giving us much of a 3D effect when everything is the same color. So in your mind, have in place where your light source is coming from. And then start changing the different sides to fit. I need to go into this because my fill layer is on top. Let's just, let's mimic this one and say our light is coming from the left here. So I'm going to select this face here. And while double clicking the foreground, I'm just going to hover down a little bit to something I'm happy with. Be like, yeah, that looks kind of 3D now. The grid helps a lot. It massively. As soon as I found out that you could do that, I'm like, you guys, if you ever come to my stream, you're gonna be sick of me because I'm just gonna be doing isometric things forever. A sushi hot dog? Sushi? Wow, sushi hot dog? Yeah, sushi hot dog. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. Now, you might have noticed there is a little bit of a difference between this example rice block and the one that I've made over here, in that this one's slightly rounded. Because as we established yesterday, rounded things are a little bit cuter. So in order to do this now, a little bit more complicated, but not too much. So stay with me. We're going to create a full shape. So just for ease, I'm going to duplicate all of these and then merge them together, if you remember how using the Pathfinder tool. So I'm going to select all of these, and then we're going to unite and join them all together here. Let me have a look at this. Are you all, yep, one solid shape. Fantastic. We're going to use this as our mask to round the edges out and put the fill colors in between them, making our rounded cute rice block, if that makes sense. Why is Hexagon Steve? What? Hex? Hi, Sean. How you doing? Penny likes the egg tamago. Oh, well, you're in luck. I did make one of those as well, but let me not get too far ahead of myself. By the way, if when you get round to making one of these shapes, like you've united things, and you don't see these circles on the sides, it just means that there might be a little bit of a gap somewhere, so it's not like a full corner. So you just got to zoom in with your pen tool and probably remove an anchor. But once you've done that, it should fix the shape to be like this. So from here, I'm just gonna... Nope. Nope. Stop it. Stop. Just drag in a little bit. By the way, the reason why it was only selecting one, this happens to me a lot, and it took me ages to work out why. But when you select one of these handles, if you just click it once, you see how it's highlighted? It means you're only moving this one. But if you click the shape and none of them are highlighted, then you move all of them. So just remember that if you're like, why is only one moving and the rest not moving? It happens to me a lot. So from here, I'm going to use this to make a clipping mask for the rest of them. So I'll probably, do I want to group them? Yeah, I'll group them. Shortcut to grouping them, once you have all three selected, is Control G. And then from that point, with the shape on top, I'm going to make a clipping mask. And, oh, hello, what are you? Ah! Oh, I forgot to add you to the group, didn't I? Whoops. Wait, did I? Where are you? Then what are you? See, this happens a lot with Illustrator. Wait. What are you? Oh, that's you. And then you are... I have two of you? Well, that's the problem there, isn't it? I see. There we go. Haha. I think. Ah, fixed it. Haha. Alright. So there you go. Once all of the shapes, you have to group all of the shapes. I forgot to group all of the shapes. Once you've got all of them grouped, then you stick them under the clipping mask, and now you've got a rounded isometric shape, which works pretty well. A sushi hamburger? You guys are just doing all the blasphemy tonight, aren't you? I said food that I would want to eat. Looks like a tofu block right now. This is a very good point. We should add some fish on top of it. So let's say we're gonna add that tamago block. Tamago being egg. Me flaunting the little bit of Japanese I do know. I actually used to study it when I was a teenager many moons ago. Don't ask me anything in Japanese. I will not remember how to do it. I will just embarrass myself, and you don't want to embarrass me, do you guys? No, it's fine. What was I doing? Oh yes, the egg. Tofu was yummy though. Problem solving with Storm. He loves seeing that. Oh, you're in for a treat. I have what did I say yesterday? The technical difficulty sisters. So using our grid again, we're going to just build an egg block. So following along with the grid, I love having the smart guide thing on. It's probably it's quite a chunky bit of egg actually. Probably doesn't need to be that big. If you want to resize it, this is pretty easy. If you press A or hover over the direct selection tool, you can just grab one of the handles or hold shift to grab two handles and then just drag it down. That is probably a better size for an egg block. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I like egg, but I don't like that much egg. It's just too much, you know? Now you're hungry? Ooh, welcome to my stream. This happens a lot. Sushi hamburger, that sounds good. Are you? Be nice. You guys seen that that meme on TikTok where they're like, be nice, I'm finding it. Oh, I've managed to do this one slightly skewed, but I think the beauty of it is that providing you have your grid underneath, you can be a bit loose with how you build a lot of the shapes on the grids. Obviously not just with food, it works well for buildings and all sorts of structures you could take this to. I know never to watch Storm stream with an empty stomach. See? I'm sorry, but you end up learning this the hard way, usually, with my streams. We should get some yellow. That's a bit too yellow. I'm not sure you should eat egg that looks that color, you know. It's probably an alright color. Hi, Annika! And with this at the bottom, I've made this the full shape, so no, not that one, this one, so I can do our clipping mask again. So I'm gonna hide that for now while I fill in the rest of... Where does it go? Oh, you know what I've just noticed? Look at that right there. It's not on my grid. How dare you get down there? There we go. All right. Hi, Sam. Is this making sense so far, you guys? Because you can get really, really funky with this. The only limit is your imagination, as they say. Or you know how hungry you are in this case. I want to see your sushi by the end of this challenge, you guys. I don't mind if it's fish or veggie. I will eat both. I put food coloring in my eggs so they're radioactive yellow. I'm not judging. I said I wouldn't judge. Right. So, again, with this path over the top, I'm going to, with the direct selection tool, hold A, well not, just tap A and drag down until I'm happy with the roundness. Having all the ones selected below. Actually, can I? Did I move? Where are you? I've done the thing again, you guys. Ah, there we go. I did have it wrongly selected. I still think this is the wrong color for egg, but you know, I told you guys color theory wasn't my strong suit. Which is why I use the Adobe color website. So if ever you guys struggle like me with color, don't be ashamed. Go get some references. It's good for you. Nothing like a bit of radiation to perk you up in the morning. Look, I said I'm not judging your food preferences. I said I'm not gonna judge. Looks more like a stick of butter. I wonder if anyone's ever done that before, you know, put like a stick of butter on sushi. Don't tell me if they have, but yeah. And look, because it all works on the grid, because we've built our grid, we can literally just pick it up and move it across and just match it up with another grid. Another point on the grid. And it will snap to it because the smart guides are on. That is a really chunky rice block. We're going to pretend that the chef that made this for us was very generous and it's okay to have a chunky rice block. Thank you, Cody. Yes, that is the link. You can create your own or you can just go through Explore because there are tons, and I mean tons of references, pre-built color schemes out there. Oh no, butter on the sushi, please stop. Shh, shh. We're not done yet. We've got to add the nori, the sushi wrapped around it. So for that, we're going to just use the pen tool on a separate layer so we don't accidentally add or subtract any anchor points from this existing shape. And with the smart layers on, it will intersect, so you can kind of hover and guess. But if you press Control and Y, it does this cool thing which is like a preview mode. So providing you know what everything is, you'll still be able to get to the shapes underneath and make and be able to make a slightly more accurate selections, and then Control Y to go back again. That is the wrong color. We should find a better color for the sushi, I think. Wait, now I can't unsee that. What did Cody do? The rice block looks like an eraser. Well, we can fix the texture thing later. It's so look, you guys just don't you're hating on my sushi. I'm never cooking for you. So we're just gonna select the color, go down a little bit here. I mean, I probably wouldn't recommend you eat this, but I use powdered. Am I getting like recipes in chat? I mean, I'm not mad about it. I approve. Eraser sushi. I feel like there's a place in the market for it. If someone does make a range of sushi based off this, you're welcome. And I would like, I'll be generous. Like 10% of the royalties, I think, is a good amount, right? Pixie will be animating the sushi. Yes, so stick around later, guys, because she will be showing you how to animate this. Now, we've got about 4 minutes left, so what can we do? We can make the maki sushi. So this works the same way with the Eclipse tool. If I quickly show you here, you can actually just select and then write in an accurate size that you want, and then from here, you can just resize it to help it fit in, and it will intersect. Isn't nori supposed to be green? Dark green? It can be dark green. Same with this. We'll just follow the lines around. This is a very, like, long. Why is my sushi so long? There we go. I mean, I'm not stingy, but like, still is a little long. And from here, I'll probably just combine the shapes actually. Like that. And it snaps. And I'll use the Pathfinder to combine that. Oh, actually, before I do that, I think I will copy the bottom ellipse over to the top. Use the eyedropper tool to grab the color of this eraser rice block to put it on the top. Combine these two with our shape, with our unite button on the shape. Not the shape builder, it's the Pathfinder. There you go. And with the pen, let's just say it is probably, what could it be? I don't know. Avocado? You guys like avocado? Today you like avocado. We'll just pick a, that's a weird color for avocado. What is with my color selections today? And then you just pop that in the middle. Hey, we got maki sushi. And then that goes right in to our sushi box. Now, here's one more thing for you guys before I gotta go. See, look at all the lovely sushi I made for you guys. Look at this. But, say you've got this bento box here, but the sushi is sticking outside of it, and you're like, Stormy, it's not in the box, it's on the box. I don't want it on the box. So, if you have these shapes above the set above your sushi that matches the cavity of the bento box, you can make a clipping mask. Same thing again, select the two of them, right click, make clipping mask. But you see here we've got a slight bit of a problem. If we go into the layer and just make sure the clipping mask is selected, we can grab the anchors, the one, and then just drag it out, just so one bit is visible. Like that, and then it sits in. So yes, thank you, Cody, your starter files are there. So now you know how to make sushi, now you know how to place it in the bento box. I look forward to seeing what you guys make for me. And stick around, because in like less than 5 minutes my little sister Pixie Pew is going to be animating this for you. Well, teaching you guys how to animate it. What is surimi? Are you guys talking about different types of sushi? Am I gonna have to... I think it's gonna be a Deliveroo kind of night now, guys. Missed it, but I will catch up later. Wendwa, thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know if you do make anything out of it. Hopefully I will see you guys soon. But I think that is it for me. Look at me. I'm actually on time for once. I can't believe it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Now you know how to make your bento box sushi. Stick around for another 5 minutes and my sister will be live teaching you how to animate it. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.